Hi, I'm Megan. Welcome to Meadowbrook Farm. Today I'm going to be talking about how to plant your tomato plants. Right here, as you can see on the tomato plants, there are little hairs up and down the side of your tomato plant. You're going to want to plant your tomato plant super deep so that these little hairs can turn into roots. If you do not stake your tomatoes and they fall down, these hairs will turn into roots and they will grow tomatoes on the soil on the floor of your garden bed. So I'm taking the tomato plant out, breaking up the roots. Tomatoes love to be planted deep. So I'm digging a very deep hole. I would say at least 6 inches in depth, but really I'm looking to plant it up maybe that far up into the plant. So now I'm just putting it into the soil, mounding it around the plant, popping it in so it's nice and deep, so it can be a nice happy plant. Now as the tomato plant is growing, you will see the main branch, and you will see like leaves and branches coming off of it. In between, at a 45-degree angle, there'll be what's called a sucker. Some people choose not to sucker their tomato plant. I love to sucker my tomato plants because the suckers are named suckers because it sucks out the extra nutrients from your tomatoes. You don't want that. So I sucker them off, I click them off and just take them off so that I can grow more tomatoes that are healthier and they're delicious tasting. The other thing you want to make sure with your tomatoes is that your soil is really balanced. So I make sure that I add compost, a lot of compost, organic matter, and great soil to begin with for the beginning of the season. During the season, I buy beneficial nematodes and I spray that all over my beds, and I also do natural fertilizers like worm casings, and also just a natural fertilizer. You want to make sure your plants are super happy. A general rule of thumb for tomatoes is to fertilize on Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day. Those are all my tips that I have for you today. Super simple and easy. Just make sure that your tomatoes have a lot of room in between, and there's about 2 feet in between. When they're small, it's easy to crowd them. You never want to crowd them because then they're going to be on top of each other and it's going to be very hard to control. So make sure they're 2 feet apart and you're digging them deep and you're suckering your tomatoes, and make sure that soil is nice and rich with earthworms and nematodes and lots of microbes that are healthy for your soil. Happy growing!